I went too far. What's up, everybody? It is MOTU Joe, and we've got some fun live stuff for you. We're going to talk about PowerCon. We're going to talk about Action Figure Adventure. We're going to have some fun unboxing, and that's all going to come at you pretty much right after this. I'm so excited! Yes, we are live. And it's one of the most favorite things to do is to have some unboxing time, some chats, some this was an amazing week. This was a really cool, very fun, no pun intended, but action filled week. So with that, I'm gonna let Facebook and let the systems do its things. I'm gonna make sure it's actually up and firing. So hold on, I'm gonna grab this off of the side. We'll make sure things are working. It does look like the test worked. So what do? Mountain Dew. David, what's up, bud? Oh my gosh, how freaking cool was that? Oh, getting that streaming game up. Yeah, we're trying. I've had a setup for a while, but it's getting there. You guys want to see? You guys want to see a little secret? I don't have the overhead camera shot, but I'll show you a little sneak peek. It's not working right yet, but we got this. So that's gonna be awesome. So yes, Mountain Dew at 10 in the morning. So we ran out of milk, and it's not that big a deal, but cereal and Mountain Dew just doesn't. So I wanted to take some time, and I'm very grateful and I'm thankful for everything that's happened over the last week, and it's been a lot. I mean, there's been a lot of crazy things. Kevin, what's going on, man? And there's a lot of people that were involved and opportunities that this community that I love to share and have fun with. Scott, what's up, bud? You know, it was a part of it. So being on the PowerCon panel, that was, you know, I mean, yeah, that was fantastic. And to be able to share some of the stories now and some of the stuff that took place to get the book. And again, I'm just a little sliver, just one little chunk of the 752 pages. But there were so many people that helped, and it was great. Oh, thanks, Matt. This is a Jared Stomber. Notice I was gonna wear this, but for Action Figure Adventure, I had planned on wearing this, but it's green. It ain't gonna work too well, you know? So, Miguel, what's up? I have fun stuff that we're gonna unveil here, unbox. My Vanna White. Alright, I am going to share one thing really quick with you. Macho Man went on the fun trip with us, Action Figure Adventure, this last weekend. So Macho Man, he can't quite fit on anywhere that I can get him close on camera, but I've been wanting to open this guy. Since the day I saw this figure coming out, and ironically, I just got one to open. Yes, my OCD is crazy. Yes, I have one mint on card. I didn't want to open it. I wanted one to open. That's great. What's up, E? How you doing, man? Yes, Matt, this is available on Retro Rags Limited right now. It is Skelly Hana. But dude, this was a freaking awesome figure. So this was part. He rode along for our car ride with Justice Curry while we went to Chicago for the filming of our Ultimate Action Figure auction, which took place this last Saturday. We raised over $7,000, just about $7,000 during the live. It was great. It was a really fun time. And I'm rounding up. So, all right. So what did we have up here? We're gonna keep doing some. We'll unbox as we talk about things. So, thanks, E. The shirt. I love this shirt. When I saw this, I was like, yes, we have to. I want Retro Regs to have this. Being on the panel, whatever. Oh, thanks, David. Thank you, David. I love this stuff, and I appreciate the compliment. Right now, with Masters exploding, it's a fun time. It's expensive. You gotta hustle. You gotta figure out a way to sell or do something to keep it going. But things like this, the world's smallest, these things are fantastic, and they're at a reasonable price point. I think $5. So. How freaking awesome is that? I love the pictures that I see floating out there on the internet. I think Stephen Court Smith has done some where they're playing with one another. They've got like a Macho Man size or Skeletor size, but if you look at the scale, it fits, right? I mean, they can totally play. Oh, such cool stuff. Joe not wearing pants, confirmed. Pants! All shorts. So, yeah. I got shorts on. No playing. See? Shorts. Alright. Speaking of shorts, we're going to pull something out of our hat. Actually, my mom found this along with my kids this past weekend. My parents were doing a yard sale, and they started going through totes and bins, and they had some old trundles, and this is mine. This is from my childhood. This is my sheet. No rips, no tears, no stains. This thing is crazy. Apparently I wasn't much of a bedwetter. I don't know. Or at least at the time I had these. Look at this. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Oh my god. And it's so cool. And what's great is I have in the toy room the actual the pillowcase. I never took one out, or she had two. So she found that years ago and was able to get that, and I added that into the collection a few years ago. And now to have this and know it was mine, man. How do you beat that at 42 from 10 years old or whatever to 32 years later finding this, and it's crazy. It's really crazy. And there actually are a few pictures of me with those sheets. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool to have that. But what else? So PowerCon was really great to be a part of that. And so you have that starting on Friday last week. So it's a little bit over a week ago. But then you have a trial, a quick practice run, make sure everything works. Then you do the event on Sunday. And then for me, I have been doing some work at my real job for a virtual event as well. So it parlayed well, and then those few days just flew. And then next thing I know, I'm off on the road to do a recording for Action Figure Adventure, the auction part of it, and do color commentary and be silly and just be me along with Justice and Brett Baugh, the auctioneer. And then come back on Friday, and then here we are Saturday, and it's been, realistically, if you think about it, it was Sunday through here, it's a whirlwind, and it's been so much fun, and a lot of it's tied to Masters of the Universe and toys in general, and the community, and people like yourselves watching and chatting, and having fun. There's a lot of cool stuff. I mean, raising, or being able to help be a part of the Action Figure Adventure and raising of that over 6,000 that night, and then there's a few other things that happened as well. So it's really cool. It's really, really, really cool. So I'm beyond excited. Does it smell like a 10-year-old Joe? No, No, Scott. Ironically, the sheets smell very, very fresh and clean. I don't know which. She has a old cedar trundle, but cedar. It smelled like cedar then, but I don't know where they found it. But it smells nice. Sean, what's up, bud? How are you? Mountain Dew. All right. What you see up here is something not He-Man related. Very quickly. Thank you, Tardy's Collector's Corner. They are my local comic shop, and they had this bad boy. I saw it, didn't even know much about it. All I saw in Weird Science and Chet is this, and I said, I gotta have it. Can I have it? And they're like, oh, okay, sure. I didn't even notice the name on the card. Until I got home. My wife saw it immediately, but I didn't. And I just thought it was the greatest thing ever. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is so cool. That's not He-Man, but that's some fun stuff. This is one of my favorite 80s movies. But this, the question was, no, he wasn't, David. Dr. Pepper, all right. I don't know. I don't know if they made a Kelly LeBrock figure, but she was very, 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 very pretty. But I haven't seen a very, 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 very pretty reaction figure yet. A female translation yet. But, so yesterday too, on top of the action figure venture, we literally Justice drove, so he goes. My car was there at his place. I come back home in the afternoon, and Joey P is out driving through Michigan with his daughters, having some fun, looking for some toy hunting, and gonna go to the beach. And then he's like, "Hey, I have this and this for you," and I had a couple things for him. And so he stopped by. So I get home from action figure event, and then boom, I get to see a friend that I've only seen a few times. We talk all the time on Facebook, but he's here, and he found the display for me. This display hasn't surfaced in my area yet, so I was tickled pink because he's seen several and managed to get it for me. Also. Uno momento. Where'd it go? Huh. Well, I don't know where it went. But this is the Hot Topic exclusive, right? The other version I got, I had pre-ordered because I didn't want to deal with the hustle and bustle, didn't know what was going to happen with the con, to get one of the metallics. Well, the metallics were going to be available in Australia, like over on the shelf, like a Hot Topic would, but it has a different sticker on it. It says a special edition, and I don't remember where I put it. Maybe it's in the other box over there. Maybe I already showed it to you guys. But anyway, this was the Hot Topic. All right, so. Want to stick with the pops? Let's stick with the pops. This is some. I'm completely off camera. This is something that is available. Thank you, Sean. What's up, Mr. Oh my gosh. Okay, what's going on, bud? Oh my gosh, I missed a bunch of comments. I apologize. Daniel, what's up, bud? Good morning. Thanks for tuning in. I have stuff that actually is I'll just turn into burn, but I wound up having an extra set of the Funko Pop limited edition. Forgot which one it is. One of them, yeah, this one here. This one, I don't even know how, but it is. Got a little dingy there, little ding there. But these guys are ironically extras. So If somebody would like, we can make arrangements to let you have them. We can make arrangements for that type of stuff. Okay. Whoa! That one, since it's just screaming out, I'm gonna take that one out next. Okay, guys. I'm gonna take this guy out next. I don't know if we're gonna get through everything. I don't know. But we're gonna go through some of them. But this is just, this is marketing at its finest. This is packaging advancing and people figuring out that, you know what, kids and adults will very much like to be able to open up Castle Grayskull and pull out some crazy. So see, there's a B. H is in here. Oh, there it is! There it is! H. What? For those of you that don't know, H is Slime Pit He-Man. This is the chase. And no, I'm not going to open them. Also, a heads up, for those that didn't know, the tops, those little pegs, act as bases for the figures to stand on. And if you open the card inside the little paper cardboard there, you'll see that the castle bases, once open up, can interlock. So it's actually another very smart marketing and developmental piece that these act as displays. So you can put 4 together or whatever, and then you can have minis, and then you can still see them. So very, very smart thinking about the collector in that sense. These are amazing. I know not everybody does merchandise and goes after this type of thing, but if you like Masters, who wouldn't? I mean, who wouldn't want to snag this? So, for those that haven't seen, these are the figures that are inside. Yes, they are putting out a second wave of, I believe, Bad Guys, and like Snake Mountain, they previewed it. I want to say I saw it in a preview at some point this weekend at this past weekend at PowerCon. So, oh yeah, there's more. Boom! Boom! Wah! $9.91. I had ironically just had the original in my hand a couple days ago. The 10-inch guys I already had. They're over there. And obviously I'm trying to get all of them, but I don't mind waiting. The mass production stuff, the stuff that is widely available, I can wait on. I'm not worried about it. It's the exclusives and the chases and the things like that that, to be fair, you got to do a little bit of work for. So the other few will arrive soon enough, but so far I've got 3 of these, plus the Disco Skeletor 10-inch, as well as the 10-inch Skeletor. So that's great. Although there's going to be more. There's going to be more. And for those of you that didn't see the live video with Justice and myself, we did it live right before we left here in West Michigan. And that's when I opened, or he opened my Macho Man. And just a simple 1-page little comic in there. But I also got these. These are not common. And to find an entire set at a reasonable price, these are magnets. This whole cart that I'm on is got a metal rack or housing around it. And Sorceress. I mean, Skeletor, Orko. Anyway, they're sticking, no problem. Dink, dink, dink. We got Tila, Merman. Try to get the glare off it as best I can. We wind up having Beastman, Evil Lyn. Yeah. We got Triclops, Trapjaw, and last but not least, Ram Man. Now, these were sold on blisters. So this must have been some type of bulk situation or just some other type of different packaging, maybe factory samples. Who knows? But they're brand new, they're uncirculated, and they're freaking awesome. They're amazing. The seller had a bunch of them, and he got them from his father, who I'm not entirely certain where, but again, pretty cool to see him in this way. Now my OCD is in like firing on all cylinders, and uh-oh, I think I moved the cursor to where you guys can even see it. I don't know. Now the question is, do I get these all on the blisters? Do I get them all on the blisters, or do I leave it as this? I don't know. Finding them all on blisters is going to be tough, but right now I got this, and I can kind of check it off my list and move on, because there's always going to be something else. We joked about the panelists for PowerCon about doing, you know, how there's, you know, the opportunities for more and more books and other things, and I immediately said, well, if you guys want to do a merchandise book, let me know. I know a few people that could help fill in the gaps. And just, you know, showed, for example, collectors will do what they can to acquire lists or photos of missing things that they want to do. So, MOTU Merch Man, Brian, has a massive, beautiful collection. And he's archived it and done pictures with it. And I share pictures here and there. But it allows us to kind of see what each other has and what we're looking for. He had, I think, 220 some items in his collection, merchandise, that I didn't have yet. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a never-ending hunt. On some levels, it's super great because I know I can entertain myself, and assuming I don't burn out or something crazy happens and I just don't like the brand anymore, I can do this forever. I mean, forever. You can chase pieces from all over the world, and with what's happening right now, a resurgence, you're going to see stuff everywhere. Why do you think these guys come? This one didn't have it, sorry. The packaging on this has 17 different languages on it, or 13 different languages, so it's pretty damn cool. Alright, let's get to some mockage here. Let's get to some mock. Let's find some mock. Let's do some mint on card. Let's see who and which one's which. Yep. Let's do, oh! I know what we're going to do. We're going to do a mint on card, and then we're going to share another story. Yep. Give me a second here. Alright. Now, this was a recent eBay find. I wish I paid that. I paid just a little bit more than that. And even then, that's still a good deal. What I'm going to show is a pretty elusive figure. And it's not necessarily from the newer lines. Or what we would consider a vintage. It is 80s. But here we go. It's Quake. And really, I misspoke just then. I thought he was 89. Technically, he's 90. He's 1990. Quake, legendary, hard-headed, bad-tempered, boulder-busting bandit. From the meteor-pelted dunes on Denebrain Desert? I don't know. This carbo-silicon mutant can smash fortress walls, crush the force of good, armed with Gravitron meteor mace. Okay, I get it. That's pretty cool. So when he slams, I've never had this figure. So the reason why I'm kind of is A, I read for crap, and B, I've never owned this figure. So it's pretty cool to see the action feature there in the back. Nice, Shane. You've got this bad boy? Lucky! This is pretty damn cool. He's a unique figure, that's for sure. And yeah, the card's not great. I'm not always looking to have something perfect and pristine. My thing for collecting is when it comes to most of the mint on cards, I just want to know that the figures haven't been played with. They're new per se. I can handle a cracked blister, you know, depending on if the figure's going to fall out. But this blister is crystal clear. It's beautiful. Yeah. Now on the back, what's interesting is there are a couple really harder to find ones here. So you've got Staghorn. You know, he's not impossible, but he's a challenge to find. Butthead can be a bit hard to find, although we saw one this weekend. And, yeah, pretty darn cool. So, all right, what's the other one here? We have Artilla. Artilla is also very difficult to find in package. So, all right. Cool one. Ironically, there isn't a case made for these. There does not seem to be a protective case outside of having acrylics made for these, because the European cards and the US cards were slightly different sized, and then figures were slightly different sized with 2-packs and the way they did them. So there's some irregularities, and I didn't realize that until just recently, but there are not any easy, or at least known, blister protectors, or, you know, like a Zolo case for this, right? It doesn't seem to exist. So, all right, this is the next one here. Oh, okay. What we have here is community driven. So where we were at, and this is going to be really, really cruddy. Oh my gosh, Joe, I just completely drew a blank. Oh, it was Mike, Eric. Oh my gosh, the toy store I just went to this weekend. See, this is why I actually enjoy doing lives, as silly as it sounds. I own it. I'm just drawing a blank right now. It was great. Go check out Justice Curry's video. We were live from there. Gosh darn it. As soon as I can think of it, I will spout it out and it'll pop in my head. They cut us incredible deals. And you know what? I'm not even going to wait. I can't do it. I can't do it. I want to make sure to give them the proper exposure. So I'm doing what I do not like to do. Take my eyes off the camera to find the relevant information, because it's important. These guys were awesome. They took care of not only myself, they took care of Justice as well. So yeah, gotta make sure I get it right. And I do apologize, guys. It's just, there it is. Times Past Collectibles. Gosh darn it all. I'm sorry, I did, but I got it. I had to look it up, so I'm sorry, but I know those guys were hilarious, for one, and two, they were willing to negotiate a little bit, make some deals, and when you bundle stuff together, most places will. They were awesome. They were really, really fun, and they're open a toy store in February, and COVID hits, right? So it's really been kind of interesting, and they're in Chicago. So you gotta, I do highly recommend, if you're in the Chicagoland area, go through, check them out. The wall of G.I. Joes that they had was staggering, absolutely staggering. They had mint on cards. They're the ones who had the mint on card Butthead. They had a few mint on, they had a mint on card Man-at-Arms. They had vintage line, so they had Man-at-Arms bouncing all around. They had Noctura. They had Icarus. Drawing a blank on the other ones that they had there for New Adventures, but they also had Attila. They had a couple Evil Lins. They had a Flying Fist He-Man. They had a Thunder Punch He-Man. All mint on card. So I mean, no joke. You got to check them out. So let me pull out some of the things that we had. So part of the thing, and part of the fun stuff that I enjoy doing is connecting the dots. When I say connecting the dots, it's if somebody says something, hey, if you find this, could you let me know? I'm going to be up front. I don't remember all of them. Surprisingly, I remember a fair amount just out of left field, and like, who was looking for that? And I'll put a post out or something, or remind, or go right to the person. But I try, and in this particular case, I found some really fun stuff for a couple fans and friends, and it just worked out. I'm not a big Ghostbuster collector, but I was able to get some Ghostbuster parts and pieces. I mean, some really cool, fun, funky, weird stuff for a friend that had said, hey, if you find them. And then, lo and behold, I found the stuff there. So again, it was thanks to the guys. And then what else did they have? I'm just pulling them out of the box here. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. All right. So, Turtles, Times Past Collectibles. This thing's pretty sweet. It does have inside there the eye canopy gun thing. It's just missing some parts and pieces, but doesn't matter. They hooked it up, and then this is probably, now not everybody collects this line. I actually only know one person that comes to mind, so it was very easy. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, oh, I bet you so-and-so is going to like this. And so they had it's complete inside, all there, no broken pieces. Buck Rogers, the bad guy vehicle, what is it? The Draconian Marauder. Pretty cool. And the back of this is pretty cool too. Was I holding that upside down? I don't think so. So, my buddy was really excited about that. And then they said, oh, well, or my friends asked him, like, well, hey, can you check to see if they have that? They might have something else. And I'm like, okay. And they went in the basement and they pulled out Buck's Rogers ship, and the other parts pieces are in here. You know, they're not perfect. There's some pieces that are perfect, and those guys were awesome. I got on the phone with my friend that was into this stuff. I was like, hey, you know, do you want to make a deal? Do you want to try to talk? And he's like, well, how about this? And I said, hey, did he want to do this? And they're like, all right, done. So ultimately, I go and I wound up going on this crazy toy adventure and went to Times. Look again, Times Past Collectibles. The phrasing fools me. Times Past Collectibles. I hooked up friends. It was fun. You know, helping friends out is fun. You can't always help everyone out, but when you can, it feels good. And I'm sorry for the ramblings, or maybe I lost you there, maybe it was incoherent, but that part of it was fun. Being able to find those people, and then they just immediately boom, 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 and everyone was taken care of, all the monies were there, and what did it do? A little bit of time, and I was there anyway, so it was cool. I enjoyed it. Hey, Rebecca, good morning. How are you? Ken, afternoon, bud. Am I filming this in my bathroom? No. Is there an echo? This is the living room. This is the the downstairs living room. This is where the kids typically hang out. As you can see over there is giant dollhouse and couch, and on this wall over there is the TV, and so this is strategery, the strategic and smart actual planning. This is like a buffet area back there that was kind of an open space that we used for toys, but there was no shelving, so I made it almost like a bar shelving, a buffet shelving, and because the figures, the way they look, they add color and they fit, and they're not. Save the Lou Scheimer Award. There's not much up there that is easily destroyed by kids doing anything. But my kids are almost both almost 14 at this point, so should be good. All right, what else? We got to do a mock. We got to do a mock. I said vintage as well. We're going to do one vintage mock, and I think we'll wrap it up. There's still a few other boxes there. We've got other stuff. We can do another live another day. But I don't even know how long I've been rambling now, so. Baseball t-shirts always do that to me. They pucker up right here. I don't have big pecs anymore, but it does this weird little thing. Why can't I open this? Grandpa's pocket knife. What are you guys gonna do this weekend? Anything crazy? Anything fun? Oh my gosh! Why am I having a propped up down here? You know what? I got a feeling. I got a feeling that the. Oh, maybe it did. Maybe it did. It worked. It worked. I didn't think it was working in the one stream. Oh. All right, so it's the first time. Oh. Look at that, Scott. So, people are going crazy for the Origins, and rightly so. They're a really cool toy line that Mattel's doing a great job with, I think. People have some cosmetic issues and other things like that, but that just happens with diehard fans and collectors. Not having ankle articulation, I kind of vote on that one too on the Battle Cat, but it's trivial, guy. We're getting these amazing figures that we've wanted for so long, and now we're getting them. And don't think for a minute that I'm not going to try my darndest to get one of those giant new store displays that we've seen floating out there that are starting to surface. I really got to get my hands on one of those. And within those displays, this is what yes, Scott, that's your box. This is what I finally acquired. This has not been easy, right? People have been saying it's a struggle, and it's not. They came in one case, right? So unless the store ordered 2 cases, and there were some mislabeled cases too, that they ordered assorted but got He-Mans. We did a trade. So people have been asking, hey, can you do this? Can you find that? And I am trying. I really am. I made over 30 trips. I mean, that's effort. So ultimately what we did is Scott needed a Battle Cat. I happened to have the Battle Cat I was going to open. Didn't open it. And I was like, oh, I don't need to open it. Sent him that. Traded it for this. And it's awesome. That's how I got my Beastman. I did not find him in the stores. I did not buy him online. I had to do a trade. And that's kind of what sometimes you'll have to do, but only temporarily, guys. This wave will hit stores heavy. And when those big end caps start hitting Walmarts, they're have assorted in there too. They're probably, I think, double heavy on He-Man and Skeletor because they're the main characters. But you're going to be able to find these soon enough. And then we all know starting January 1st, and I say we all, most people know, and if you don't know, here you go. Starting January 1st, 2021, any retailer that wishes to carry or sell the Masters of the Universe toy line can, if they wish to. That's the key here, right? If you're a toy store and you don't argue or you don't push for them to buy or order cases, they may not. But if you ask them to, they can. They should be able to. Diamond, I think they even mentioned, is going to be able to have access to it. So if they're a Diamond retailer or comic shop, they should be able to. So getting the figures starting after January saves some exclusives. You will still see Target exclusive. You will still see a Walmart exclusive. But for the most part, they are mass producing them, guys. They don't want scalpers, and they don't want people feeling the way they have been as of late. You know, that came clear and that was evident in PowerCon. All right, answer some of these questions. You did wrap the crap out of it, Scott. There was no wiggling in that package at all. It was good, nice, arrived, perfect. This is my only Beastman from the line, from the Origins line. It's really hard to not want to open him, and of course, it's hard to see in there. Oh, you actually can. Look at that. You can see the Knuckle Buster. They molded the Knuckle Buster into his hand. How cool. Totally. Totally. Yes. Yeah, that's a good call. Sorry, I just saw your comment there. It is. It's actually the So let me get it straight. I actually don't even remember now. Okay, that is one 4-cabinet vanity, and then there's a 2-cabinet vanity on the other side. And you can't see in the very, very corner, but well, you might be able to. There's a little bit of filler, a little filler strip, so. Not as pretty as definitely some of the most skilled workmen out there, but. All right. Should I do one more? Should we do one? I know I got one in here somewhere. Which one is this? Oh, yeah. I think this is it, and I hope it's okay. I hope it's okay. Oh, it looks to be. Yeah! It's alright! It's alright! I still am after mint on card, vintage. I know that may seem a little silly or crazy, but it's true. I do not have the full line mint on card. So I am actively looking, and I do find things on occasion. And as I mentioned earlier, I'm not a stickler for having perfectly pristine mint on cards. I just want to know it's sealed, no one's ever played with it, and I can put it in a Zolo case and pretty much get it to be okay, right? So here's an example of that. Spikor. He definitely has some yellowing, a yellow tint, definitely yellow tinted. The card is definitely not great. The corner even of the card has a little blister crack, in it, but I don't care. That's not how I collect. I know some people want them, and that's okay. Go for the graded. Go for your super, super pristine. That's okay. I'm all for it. And actually, as I'm looking at this is the second printing, or the second version. If you look at the top of his chest, you see how there's 3 spikes and 3 spikes? The original had the very, very first version, or maybe it's the country of origin, maybe that's the difference, has 4 spikes across the top. There's an extra spike across on the top there. This is pretty damn cool. I like this figure a lot. I guess I never realized that you have to actually click in his arm once you get it. That's pretty cool. You can see it down there in the bottom. Or can you? Because it's that rough of a card. I don't know if you can, but it's not in his hand. You can see that. Oh, I just put my hand over it. You can see it's not in his hand. So, and it is down in there. Another mint on card to the collection. This is freaking awesome. I think I have about 10 or 12 left. There were 17. You know, despite that, everything that it's in there, there's about 17. So, Spikor. And these are getting more and more expensive. I actually joked about this with Justice while on the trip, because he and I both went really, really, really heavy into Masters about the same time. That's almost 5 years ago now. My average, this maybe will upset some people, I don't know, but just to give you an idea on prices, my average was $40 a mint on card 5 years ago. And I had, that was just it. I would go, I'd make a deal, I could find them and buy a bunch of them. When I say a bunch, like 5, 6, or 7 of them. And that's how I started to make big headway. And then there was a few exceptions where it was maybe like $70 or $60. And there's always been the super high expensive outliers like Rotar and Twistoid and some of those that eventually I worked my way up to. That I knew that those were going to be super expensive. The He-Mans and Skeletors were going to be the exceptions and stuff. But my goal at the time was to average. And for almost 2 years, I was a year and a half. That's a little too long. A year and a half. I was averaging $40. Now, good luck. It's really gone up in value. So, at any rate, this has been a crazy. We're gonna wrap it up now. Vintage mint on cards, Spikor. Awesome to add to the collection. Did a trade deal to receive the Beastman Origins. Again, Scott, thank you. Awesome. Fantastic. Got a Quake mint on card. So we got 2 mint on card, vintage, new adventures, and a spike ore. And I'm going to make a mistake and drop something, so hold on. You don't want to do that. We found, my kids and my mother found my original He-Man sheet this past week while they were out there doing a yard sale. I picked up a whole bunch of goodies for friends while on a road trip to film the Ultimate Action Figure auction, which was great. It was auctioneer was Brett Ball. Justice Curry and myself got to do color commentary and make fools of ourselves and just be ourselves. So that's pretty normal. And what else? We got the minis. We got to see Joey P this weekend with hooking me up with the Hot Topic metallic web store. We got Chet from my local comic shop. We picked up some of these minis, the world's smallest action figures. We got to have some fun with Randy Macho Man Savage. Ooh, Bonesaw. Yeah. Spider-Man. And that's it. That's it. We're good. We got the Funko Pops. Sorry, we got the Funko Pops as well. With magnets that I already showed. Skelly Hanna from Retro Rags. And of course, the PowerCon sitting on the panel was just, I'm still giddy about that. And I haven't seen it yet. I can't wait for the review. So for those of you that do follow and like and do the stuff that I do, be ready. I'm probably going to share the crap out of it once it comes out so I can, I haven't seen it. I have no idea what the content looks like. So anyway, I'm going to sign off. I hope you and your family and your loved ones, or if you're by yourself, I hope you enjoy your time, because boy, quiet time is fantastic. But yeah, I hope everyone has a good, safe weekend. We're going to do a couple things. I'm going to actually help some friends move tomorrow. And that's it. So be kind, have fun, and we will see you sometime next week probably. Hopefully I can sign off on this and actually turn off. All right, guys. Have a good evening, everybody. Bye-bye.